All right. I think we are good to go. What's up? What's up? Greetings, everyone. Happy Saturday. Welcome back to another installment of the Caped Crusade. We're going to continue on with Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes. Got started on that last time. I will say I've been enjoying this more than I thought I would, given my perhaps less than stellar time with the original Lego Batman. More so even the DS version, which I thought was really kind of not bad, but just, I don't know. There wasn't a lot to it, I guess. I'm of two minds with some of the open world type stuff in Lego Batman 2. I'm not sure if I would say that in itself is an improvement to the formula strictly. Regular viewers will know that I'm not the biggest fan of kind of open world stuff in and of itself. But I do think there are other things that are better in this game. And some of the things that, like, basically the two things that I was most worried about going in was, like, one, the open world stuff, having known that that was a thing. And two, the fact that this is at some point between Lego Batman 1 and 2, the Lego games kind of transitioned from this pantomime style with no dialogue to full-on voice acting. And I thought that would kind of take more away from the tone and charming style of these games. But honestly, I've found the writing and, like, the story one of the kind of highlights of the game so far, which seems so like such a weird thing to say. But it's pretty fun to see these characters interact, and like they've definitely maintained the kind of irreverent, goofy tone that honestly is very refreshing coming off of Arkham City. Sir Sega Asterix Wolf 03. Hi, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Just about to dive into some more Lego Batman 2 action. So, yeah, for some reason or another, playing this game is wreaking havoc on the program I'm usually using for timer. So I'm gonna use my trusty cell phone stopwatch here to keep track of time. So I won't have a timer display on stream. We wrapped up at pretty much exactly 4 hours last time. The stream, excuse me. Oh boy. This stream will probably not be super long. I've got stuff to do tonight, but we'll probably get a few more hours in. And as always, since I'm playing this on the PC version, streaming games, PC games, is always a bit of a hassle. It's always a little trickier to make some adjustments with regards to, like, sound balance and stuff like that. It's, like, more difficult to operate the stream production side and the game at the same time. So apologies in advance if I need to fiddle around a little bit with that, but hopefully things should be quite okay. Let's pause the music here. We'll crack up the audio a little bit. Hopefully that's all right. And let's boot up the game and hope for the best. I think the capture should be set up, so hopefully it'll just pop up in a second. There we go. Hey, it's actually working. Nice. So when we left off last time, I just completed a stage, and one of those kind of stupid things that can happen, I'll blame it partially on the open world nature, but also on me not paying attention. Since it's not a full-on, like, linear... I mean, it's kind of a linear progression of stages, but it's not like you just pick them from a menu like in the first game. In some cases, you have to actually do stuff or find where to go in order to continue the next stage. And I was, from my understanding, from having consulted a walkthrough off-stream, essentially, at the end of the previous stage, you're kind of right where you need to be to do whatever you need to do to kind of progress the story. But I kind of dismissed it and went around doing some other stuff, and at that point, I'd completely forgotten where I was, or like where that stuff was, and it wasn't marked on the map, so it just completely slipped my mind. However, let's hop into this and let's activate the timer. Well, successful. All right. So is it gonna just transition back into the open world stuff? Is the question. I'm gonna guess so. Anyway, yeah, there was some like armored truck or something that we're supposed to destroy, and I just kind of ignored it. It looks as if we are being... let's see here, if I remember. Trying to remember if yeah, if all of this is the stuff that I uncovered. Yeah, because, okay, so we are... This is kind of interesting. We like, the thing is, yeah, what we're supposed to do is, like, here, we're supposed to follow this trail of stuff that's on the road ahead of us. But because I kind of ignored that, and I wanted to explore and do some stuff, I assumed that this bat symbol is, like, where we're supposed to go and where we're supposed to do stuff. But, yeah, as you can see, it's kind of in the middle of a river. So I got really confused and ended up doing some other kind of open world, busy work stuff in the meantime. And I definitely did not go back here. I don't think, anyway, before, like, ending the game. Anyway, it looks like we're being helped a little bit here. Being placed where we need to be. So, let's see if we can figure this out. Yeah, so I guess you're supposed to, like, kind of follow this trail. Or I'm just completely misremembering stuff. But I want to say that there's... Well, we'll see. We'll see. Because these little ghost... studs usually indicate like where you're supposed to go, I think. There we go. See, that's the armor truck thing. So we're supposed to, like, do stuff. Oh, that's the... Okay, that's the button for jumping out. Right, we got, like, missiles or something. Yeah, so because there's, like, not a lot of instructions as to what we're supposed to do. Okay, there we go. And I was about to say, shooting, it doesn't seem to do anything. But okay, yeah, I guess you chase the car and hold the shoot button until the cutscene triggers.
Unfortunately, that's exactly what we got, with explosions which rocked nearby apartment blocks, dramatically lowering residential property prices in the area. Superman was on hand to deal with the fire, but police remain baffled as to the motive behind what looks like a deliberate act of sabotage.
I like these little news report bits.
Joker, how's it coming?
You can't rush something like this. Oh. Lex! It's a boy!
I think we've got company.
Oh, shit. Alright, so let me just pause this for a second. It looks to me, in OBS anyway, like the game audio is a little low. So let me try to adjust that. Let me boost it up a little bit. Probably better. Let's hope nothing crashes here. Okay, alright. So we're in basically another one of these vaguely vehicular turret sections. Oh, okay, that's what I'm supposed to shoot. That makes sense. I'm not really controlling the vehicle. I'm just kind of controlling the reticle, I guess. So, yeah, okay, I can just, like, swap. I like that. Like, no concern whatsoever is paid towards people, cars, and everything else. I'm just, like, literally running through dozens of people. That's fine, I'm sure. Oh shit! Right, yeah, we got the we got the Elfman music, which may cause some VOD muting here and there. Let's hope that's not going to be too much of an issue. And, I don't know. Maybe I'll just attempt to the best of my ability to talk loudly over it, and hope that it's not too big deal. Although, looks like maybe the game audio's on the loud side. I don't know. You guys are gonna have to help me out on that front. Oh boy. Oh yeah, there's like a life bar there. I didn't even notice. Doesn't appear like many of those things they're shooting at me actually hit me. Oh boy. That the last hit? I think so. Hey, what's up, Pocket Raptors? Just asleep. Oh, I mean, I've got non-lethal bumpers on my Batmobile, so it should be totally fine. So yeah, I was talking previously about some of the changes between the first game and this, and what I liked about it. This is kind of cool. Yeah, let's murder that guy. And the structure of the game, like, yeah, the open hub world kind of thing. I don't know if that in itself, like, it's kind of a neat thing. I don't know. It's the fact that last time I actually did end up getting confused about what I was supposed to do and where I was supposed to go. That I wasn't a big fan of. But the structural thing that I do genuinely really appreciate is how in the first game you had these, like, I don't know, worlds or whatever you want to call them, like in a traditional like video game sense. There's like world 1, or like chapter 1 or whatever, and there's like several stages in the same chapter, all of which had basically the same setting. So there's like, right, these are the harbor missions or whatever, and then there's like 5 stages with the same environment. That's the switch. But in this game, it's like just single missions that are all like fairly distinct in location and even mechanics and like how they, you know, how they feel and what you do and everything. It's like kind of cool. Let's do something with this. I saw the magnet stuff in the ceiling. If I need to break more stuff first, maybe. Nope. Alright, so... Oh yeah, still really funky collision. Oh, okay. I just had to wait, kill everyone first, I guess. Whoa. Yeah, but like they also generally, like, I think the bat suits, or Robin suits, I don't know. They're also more well designed in this game because there's more to them. Like, they were more single purpose kind of in the first game. And I feel like in this game, every suit, like some of the suits have been kind of combined into one. And like this, the Magna suit for Robin, which allows you to walk on these panels. That was in the first game. It's a Lex logo. Right, so if I had a different suit, I could do stuff with the gold. So like this stuff was in the first game, but also giving him that kind of magnet beam, whatever. I don't know, it just makes stuff more interesting, and it makes it so that you can like design, like there's more depth to how the stages are designed. I was melted by something there. And it's not always like, okay, that's the hole. It's not as like immediately obvious exactly what you're supposed to do always, which gives it, and I mean, not in like a confusing sense, but just that there is an element of having to figure out what to do, which kind of wasn't really there in the first game. It's just like more depth to the game, basically. And that is something I definitely appreciate. Man, some of these camera angles, though. Yeah, I guess we need, like, poison ivy or whatever. Some plant, something or other. That's one thing I don't know. I'm not, like, super stoked about how there's so much stuff that, like, all the stages are kind of littered with parts that you kind of obviously cannot access on your first playthrough. You need to come back to do stuff, but I don't know, that's like fine, I guess. Yeah. So I gotta go invisible. Oh, that's a ladder. Break some stuff. Collect some studs. Like, the camera is a little fucked up here. But yeah, like, this is a really cool stage. Just, like, traveling around on this giant truck. Like, this looks pretty damn cool. I mean, visually, too, the game is definitely a lot more... extravagant, I guess, than the first game. Hey, we rescue the... dude. Just like a thing in every stage, I guess. I dropped... No, okay. Yeah. This is kind of cool. There's really nothing even remotely like this in the first game. Okay, so I guess this was kind of a bonus thing. I assumed I wasn't supposed to, like, jump into this steaming whatever. Oh, yeah, this looks like I need a explosion-y thing. Yeah, I can't actually even pass this. Okay, sure. So Robin can get up now, but... Oh, okay, never mind. More stuff is happening. Makes sense. I was about to say, what can he do, but... Probably I'm gonna destroy some stuff here, and we're gonna get something to build from it, or there's just a switch or something. Combat and the, like, weird collision, like the platforming aspect, the kind of puzzly, like, navigation stuff, like that stuff is occasionally really fun. But it is definitely hampered at times by very awkward collision detection, and you're, like, really sliding off of stuff, and but at the same time there's, like, barely any real penalty for failing, so it's not that big a deal. Yo, Paladins rule. What's up, party man? Thank you very much for that host. Appreciate it. Wait, hang on. Oh, okay, I just... Okay, I see what control. There's a lot to that. Whoa! Fuck's sake. What the? Can I not batarang these guys? Oh, there we go. Let's target them. Bataranging is still really awkward. You have to, like, hold the attack button and paint this cursor. Like, it's not really a terribly elegant solution, to be honest. Especially not when you're, like, under fire. Okay, we got the bat suit. I like it. Glide, but presumably I want to do whatever this is first. Aha. Yeah, makes sense. And there's a lot of, like, stuttering like that. I don't know if it keeps, like, it's loading new stuff or whatever it is. Because obviously it's like things are running smooth, but kind of weird. Probably just punch this, I guess, yeah. Yeah, and that secret collectible thing, I assume I would have needed to open that poison ivy door. To open or something. I don't know. Oh, we're making steady progress. And this is a cool stage. I like this. Oh, right. This is the dude that can... The dude. Suit, I should say, I guess. Yeah, he's got the sonar gun or whatever. He can, like, break glass stuff. Is that a magnet thing? Yeah. There's a lot of different, like, color coding for all these different types of interactables with different suits. It's, like, hard to keep track of. Is this just a checkpoint? No, okay. It's a Batwing summon. Alright, this is pretty cool. I mean, I like this stage. This is awesome. Alright, more. I guess one of the reasons I like this stage is that it's not a lot of combat. The more combat, the more tedious the game becomes, basically. But when it's puzzling and figuring stuff out and seeing cool shit happen, then, yeah, I'm all about that. Aha! Whoa! Oh, come on. I'd, like, hold left All right, we got one collectible, which will not matter at all, but that's fine. All right, more studs. Still got ways to go. So you want... All right, Batman's having some trouble over there, but that's fine. Yeah, so there's a whole ton of like different types of collectibles, in case you're not familiar. Let's just do that. And all these tiny little studs, you can see the bar on the top. Basically, if you collect enough of them to fill up that bar before the end of the stage, you achieve like superhero rank. So the bar itself, it's not really like a percentage or a score thing that matters as such. It's just basically whether or not you manage to achieve superhero rating is like a checkbox for completion for a stage. There's also the like concerned citizen or whatever, the guy that we helped rescue before. That's like a thing. The collectible little box that I got hanging off the back of the truck, or the front rather. It's another thing. There's like 10 of those in each stage. There's like a hidden red Lego brick or something, I think. I forget. But basically, there's like most of those categories of stuff. You cannot, like you are, it's literally impossible to complete any of them on your first playthrough, because a lot of them will be hidden behind specific, you know, obstacles that you need a particular bat suit or character to get past. So like the completion rate on your like initial playthrough kind of is like pretty inconsequential. It kind of only matters for how much you need to like redo on your subsequent playthroughs of each stage. I mean, it's cool in a way though that like if you play stages with different characters, there's more stuff to do. I can see the argument for not letting the player just, you know, play through the stage once and do everything. But it's, I don't know, I can be a little annoyed with it. Though I think it's better in this game because it was kind of the same thing. Like that was a thing in the first game, just like that. But it seemed to me more. It's a giant hole there, I guess. That makes sense. This game seems to do a slightly better job of like making it clear that that's the case. From what I remember from the first game, it seemed to feel a little more not arbitrary, but just like non-obvious that was the case. Whereas here, it's a little more. Oh yeah, Batman. I get it. Okay, he can glide. He can. Well, let's collect this shit first. You can get up there and then glide to the other side. Here, it's a little more obvious when there's like a thing that you need another character for, I guess. But that could just be my familiarity. I haven't played through both of these games. Or played through the first game and played enough of this. Well, that didn't work. Can I jump directly from here? No. Oh, shit. I thought I was going to Batarang it. I was not ready because, yeah, the grappling and Batarang is like the same button. Okay, we need to get this dude here for the sonar thing anyway. What's up, Barney? I'm definitely enjoying this much more than the first game. For sure.
Oh my goodness, beaten again. No hard feelings.
Come on, Robin, you walked right into that one. Batman keeps intensifying, yep. Oh, fuck, I guess we didn't get superhero rating then, because this will be the end of the stage. That's another thing, stages are shorter in this game than in the first one, which is a good thing. They at least feel shorter. They don't drag, because I feel like some of the stages in the first game definitely... Like, that was my major issue with the first Lego Batman in general, that it just...
Where's your car?
It's kind of charming, but it wears out its welcome in a way. Like, and I'm sure like if nothing about it is offensively bad, but there's more combat I feel in the first game, and the combat just isn't fun. There's nothing to it. If you are playing with someone else, especially if you're playing with like a kid, I don't know, I could see just hanging out in this world, messing around, doing stuff, building things has its appeal. It's, you know, fun and neat and cool. And I can see the just general appeal having all these different things to complete, and like if you're the type of person who really enjoys you know, completing stuff, ticking off checklists and whatever, there's plenty of stuff to do. It's cool that there are a bunch of these different characters to unlock and abilities to get and different vehicles and all that stuff. Like there's stuff to it in that sense, but like mechanically I felt like I mean, it's not that this game is much more mechanically involved, a little bit, but not that much more. But it's more that there's more substance to everything around it. Like I said, the story and the writing, the characters, like that kind of stuff is just a little more fleshed out. And you are always kind of, you don't have time to really get bored or annoyed with any one part until you're kind of shuffled along for the next part, which I think is good. The pacing just feels better in this game. What's up, Trippy? So, yeah, playing the first Lego Batman game, I was like just dreading having to play through a bunch more of them. But this I'm actually enjoying, and it's making me honestly just anticipate kind of what the third one's going to be like. Alright, so now we're back in the hub world here. So yeah, like that stage, it was like, yeah, 15 minutes or something. Like, wasn't, even then I wasn't exactly racing through it. So, there is plenty of other stuff we could do. So, the floating heads, these are all boss fights, optional boss fights we can do. And once you fight these villains, you get to unlock them. The yellow dots are golden bricks. The gold bricks are like the Super Mario stars. These are like the completion currency, I guess. Progress aren't gated behind them as far as I know, but that's like the major progress indicator, I guess. You have stuff like this. This is a vehicle. You find this vehicle parked, you pay a bunch of studs, and you can unlock it. The purple, I think, are... let's see, do we see those progress things at the bottom here? Probably not. No. I think those are like people you rescue. And the red, I think, are red bricks, which is another kind of special... I don't know if currency is the right word, but collectible. Let's call it that. These little black and yellow gates, right, these are gated, appropriately, by gold brick progress. So we got the first one over here, and it's not even on the map, I guess, anymore. Because once we had 15 gold bricks, we could open up one of these doors, and these are apparently for unlocking friendly characters. So there's like a police officer or an Arkham guard or something that showed up once we did that. The thing is, like, I can respect, I can see some value in having the process of unlocking content not strictly be just like purchasing stuff from a shop menu. Especially if you have this physical space to explore and do stuff, and you know, that makes sense. But I like the way they do this with the villains. Like, basically anytime you activate like, I don't know, fucking Assassin's Creed tower, you or is that the white? I don't know. I forget. There's some. I think it's probably the white ones here. I forget. But these, like, you activate a thing, a bad computer thing, and it like uncovers part of the map. And for each one of them, there's one of these villains, and you fight them. It's super basic. You pay a couple 100,000 studs or whatever, and you unlock them. But the fact that like the friendly characters are gated behind all these other general progress. Although, I don't know, we just got the one. Maybe it just happens to be an Arkham Guard because this is Arkham Asylum. Maybe we'll have other characters unlocked that way. But the point I'm trying to make is that, like, there's characters that are interesting to unlock. Like Ra's al Ghul or Poison Ivy seems like a cool character to have, but like a cop or some random henchman, like that seems kind of unexciting. And it feels weird to me that it seems like you have to jump through more hoops to get those less exciting characters. It's a little weird. So I assume by going here, although that assumption was completely incorrect last time, I assume by going to the bat symbol will basically trigger the next mission. But we could, in the meantime, do some other stuff. Yeah, you can go back to the bat cave too. And see some more. You have some more options for like checking progress and stuff like that. Oh shit, yeah, I keep forgetting. You can do like fast running in the open world, but not during missions. It's a little strange. So, yeah, and those little ghost studs here, I guess they will always just point you to where you need to go. Kind of weird. It's like not, I wouldn't call it a subtle hinting, but it's still not like as direct as like just showing you. It's kind of weird. But yeah, there's... It's interesting to see, like, I haven't played... Like, I played the original... A little bit of the original Lego Batman. Not when it was brand new, but... Closer to when it was new than today. And I played, like, a demo, I think, of... Oh, cool! Okay, so this is a thing you can do, too, I guess. There we go, well, locked. This guy. Huh. I played demos of like the first Lego Indiana Jones and Star Wars games and stuff, and I just like I never really got into it. But I'm honestly like, I don't know if impressed is the right word, but I appreciate the kind of jump in quality and sophistication between the first game and this. I wouldn't say that I'm like really jonesing to play a bunch more Lego games, but I'm at least closer to that now than I would have been a week ago. Yeah, so the studs you collect during missions, like, they contribute to that superhero rating, but they are also just the currency that you use for unlocking stuff. You get burned out real easy. That I can definitely see. I mean, that's the thing, like, with the first game, the reason I was kind of dreading playing this was that I basically got burnt out on it before the game was over. I think these games probably don't benefit from trying to play them the way I am, with basically just trying to get through them and get to the end. Camera's a little funky. Like having a backlog of Lego games. Press B? Yeah. Because like the repetitiveness is just like gonna become pretty apparent. But if you have the one game and you have the time to kind of sink into it and just mess with it and explore a lot of the, you know, puzzly, collectible kind of stuff, like if you're into that kind of thing, they're not bad by any means. Like they're pretty good at doing that, and I would imagine they're pretty good at like scratching that particular itch. It just so happens that I am not really super into that kind of game, I guess. It's kind of like I'm reminded of last summer, I think it was. I played through the first two of the recent Tomb Raider series. First two games. And I not really had much interest in that first reboot. It didn't seem to appeal to me very much. They basically seem to focus on stuff other than what I would have been interested in. And I didn't like the tone of it. I didn't like the idea of trying to make it more quote-unquote realistic. There was a lot of stuff that just like told me that it wasn't really going to be a game for me. But kind of at the insistence of a friend, who really, really liked the game, I eventually got around to playing it. And I was surprised to see that I really liked that first game. And he, much like most people, really liked the second game, or thought that the second game was like much better than the first. And I really did not like Rise of the Tomb Raider. I liked the first game, but I really didn't like the second one. So basically, the first new Tomb Raider, I think, wasn't by any means like what I would be looking for in a Tomb Raider game. But as a like third-person bow and arrow action shooting game, I thought it was really fun because it actually had really good like combat encounters, and just using the bow and arrow, like some of the linear action set piece and stuff like that, like all that kind of stuff was really fun. And approaching the game as basically a full-on linear Uncharted style game, not paying any attention whatsoever to backtracking or grinding or unlocking, or just like doing that stuff, engaging with those parts of the game only as much as necessary, or as much as like comes naturally in the process of playing through it. It was really fun. But because the second game strongly doubled down on the, you know, crafting and 12 types of crafting materials and currencies and grinding and exploring and side missions and an open map, but like the game really didn't allow me to play it in that way. Without like the first Tomb Raider, I could play like a linear action game and kind of pretend that that was all there was to it. It never kind of rubbed in my face all this other stuff. It was there, but it was easy enough to ignore. But in Rise of the Tomb Raider, that was just not the case. And that's kind of how I feel, I guess, with something like this. Like, I'm not terribly interested in like having this kind of grindy, collectible, doing everything, completionist, explore everything approach to it. Like, I can mess around with stuff like this just to kind of break up the monotony of just racing to each mission. And I can kind of appreciate having it there to an extent. But I would grow really tired of this if I legitimately tried to unlock stuff, I think. I mean, I played through the second Tomb Raider game, but I had like zero interest in any of the like DLC or extra stuff. I basically like soldier through, and like comparatively, the first Tomb Raider, after completing it, you know, because there is less of that busy work side stuff around the edges, I had seen more of the game and I had done more than was more of what there was to do than in the second game, where you like beat it and you're like 40% complete or whatever. Let's go steal a parked car. Why not? Well, it doesn't have wheels, so this might be difficult. Can we just trash it? No? Okay. Well, okay. Well, let's turn around and go north. I guess that's where we're going. And like there was this Croft Manor thing, which I was like super excited for, because the Croft Manor stuff in most Tomb Raider games that had it, I thought was like the most fun part. Again, much like this, combat has always been a part that I didn't really like about the Tomb Raider games. So when you're playing this kind of isolated puzzle platforming sequence with no combat, that's like when the game's at its best. And that's also why the first new Tomb Raider surprised me so much, because the combat was actually fun. But it turned out that the Croft Manor DLC thing or whatever in Rise of the Tomb Raider is like, it doesn't have platforming or puzzling. You're just kind of walking around hallways. It's like an audio log only side activity. Like you just walk up to stuff and hear Laura narrate her family history or some shit. That was like completely not the thing I was interested in. And I ended up having zero interest in the third one, which even the people who liked the second game said that the third one was not good, or that it's like didn't add much or more of the same, I guess. So then again, I mean, people shit on Arkham Origins, and that's like maybe my favorite of the Arkham games. So who knows? Maybe I would like it. All I really saw about the newest Tomb Raiders, the graphic death stuff. Yeah, like that's one of the things that I didn't like about it either. Like it contributes to a weird tone that it's like so. There's such sort of reverence towards like the gruesomeness of it. Like there's no, I mean, I don't mind that it's violent necessary or that it's like, if anything, I think the if anything, I would want it to be more pulpy and like exploitative or whatever, in a sense. You know, that where you might expect more outlandish stuff, but it's the fact that it's treated with such, you know, important. Like, okay, I am going in the right direction, but the arrow is pointing downwards. This map is really bad. Like, it's so much is made of the suffering that like Lara Croft goes through. I'm not sure if we're meant to go back to Cape, but let's do that anyway. There's nothing like fun or playful about the, like, cause you could definitely, I mean, you could have something like, I don't know, like Mortal Kombat fatalities or whatever. Just an example off the top of my head where it's gruesome, yes, but it's not necessarily, I mean, it depends on which game we're talking about, but it's sometimes at least kind of played for laughs, or it's not meant to be disturbing or like, but the whole tone in that Tomb Raider reboot to me felt like it was, the whole kind of point of it was to drive home how the suffering of the character and how that suffering somehow is important in her becoming who she is. And like Lara Croft is really like kind of portrayed as more of a victim, I guess. Which to me, the character, I'm much more interested, or like I find it more appealing, the idea of her as this kind of, by all means, like exaggeratedly hyper competent super woman who doesn't give a fuck and is probably a bit sociopathic, whatever, but she's tough and she's cool and she does backflips and shoot guns and do puzzles and shit. That is what I want. I don't want whatever they were going for in the new games, basically. But
In a special report later
it was
today,
easy enough to
Gotham
kind of
City
ignore
Police
that part
asked
because the gameplay at least was fun in the first game.
The most notorious of Arkham's recent escapees. He'll be up to some clownish master plan with deadly consequences. But what could it be? We'll have an exclusive interview with the Gotham City police officer who says he saw a giant version of Joker's face in the fire at Ace Chemicals, and speculating wildly about all the horrible ways the green-haired ghoul might destroy us all. Don't miss it.
Substance is 84% similar to kryptonite. No
Right.
harmful effects to natives of Krypton.
That doesn't make sense. I had the Batmobile tracking kryptonite. It wouldn't have picked this up. There must have been kryptonite in the van.
What's the point of making kryptonite that wouldn't harm Superman anyway?
More importantly, Joker wanted us to know he was making it. Must have been some sort of ruse. We'll put it away with the other kryptonite just to be safe.
Why do we have so much of this stuff?
I keep it in case Superman decides to be a bad guy one day.
You expect the worst of everybody.
Yeah.
What happened? We've lost the signal.
Don't worry. It's directly ahead.
Intruder alert.
Right. Lex built a cannon that can dissolve black shiny things.
It was a homing device. We were set up.
Hello? Anybody home? We're here, and we brought desserts.
Is this a Lex Luthor 40 Cakes reference? Probably should be. Okay, so here we go. Batcave level, I guess. Oops, okay, got a B button. Something. Okay, I can't even walk over here. Okay, well, he can dissolve me too, I guess. Okay, yeah, they got a life bar. It's like a boss fight, I guess. I suppose that worked. He's gonna like destroy the bike, and we gotta find some other way to shoot him. Okay. But yeah, even like boss fights and stuff like that, again, definitely just feels so much more interesting here than in the first game. I'm impressed and honestly pretty surprised at how much the formula has kind of evolved. I really expected this game to mostly just be more of the same. Alright, we're not going that way, I guess. We're gonna do something with that shiny stuff. But yeah, I assume like this fight can't be the whole level, because then I don't know how we could even get close to collecting enough studs for superhero rank. But I guess it'll, well, so we'll see. We'll see. Alright, I'm electric, so I can walk here. Fine. And I can suck up the electro juice so Robin can come with me. Okay, cool. Let's break some stuff, collect some studs. Alright, pretty good. I mean, it's all silver. There's like the least valuable. Yo, what's up, Missy? The fucking camera angle is pretty shit sometimes, though. Alright, there's a big old glass thing that we're gonna need the bat suit for. Presumably going to unload this electricity somewhere. Okay, sure. Kind of interesting, though. I mean, it's not the first or last time this has been done, I guess, but you know, with Batcave obviously being like the home base and everything, and having it be a place you can go back to, it's interesting to see like apparently it's just getting destroyed and everything. But for all I know, everything might just get rebuilt. Maybe Alfred shows up and just repairs everything at the end of the stage. Anyway, there's the bat suit. Oh, there's some electronic stuff here. Oh yeah, there's the thing over here. Aha! Never mind. That's the one I activated to get the suit. I forgot. Well, let's go get that. Hungover and chilling. Yeah, that's gonna be me in a day, probably. Gonna be watching Capcom Cup this weekend, and for the occasion, I also stocked up on some refreshments. Took Monday off work, so I'll be watching that stuff all night tonight and tomorrow night. Squeeze in some stream time where I can here or there, but yeah, mostly it'll be a chill, watching streams, drinking beer kind of weekend. Oh, the fucking animation! It's there we go. Okay, sure. Let's try that again. Like, you have to hold the attack button to do that staff throw, but you yeah, he flips around so much, so it's like very likely that before you actually start throwing it, you just do a flip over the ledge and just fall down. It's kind of stupid. It is cool that the different suits have like different animations and stuff, though. Right, I'm gonna jump in the Batwing. Just gotta collect all the shit first. Did I hit him? Life bar went down, I guess. But yeah, like, it's so cool that they managed to take these, like, not terribly large physical spaces and just create interesting kind of combat and puzzle challenges around them. And I don't know, it makes for such more interesting stages than in the first game, where it was just like endlessly similar hallways. Yeah, this I like a lot of how this game kind of operates compared to the first one. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's up with the LCQ thing. It's a travesty, but oh well, it is what it is. I try to watch a little bit. Capcom Japan actually did like an official restream thing where they they had like a studio with commentary, and they restreamed, like, I don't know, Ultra Chen or Yipes' streams or whoever's it was. So I watched a little bit of that. I just followed it kind of very loosely around the last parts, but because, like, with no like brackets or anything, it's kind of tough to even like keep track of what was going on in the tournament. So can I just jump over things? Oh, okay. Or you can't walk on those things. Well, AI Batman catch up. But I didn't really follow it. It's just like I try to watching stuff, but like when it's, I don't know, it's hard to figure out who you are even watching, and like I don't know. There was a lot of parts of it that just made it. And I don't know. It was a little, personally, I'm a little disappointed, I guess, that Mocha took it. Nothing against him, but I'm sure there's already like 6 Rashids in the Capcom Cup in the bracket. Commander Jesse, I think, got second, right, with Dulcim, and that would have been so sick. I just caught like tiny bits of people. Dude, how's the aiming? Like, not even shooting where I'm aiming, but somehow it still hurt them. But you never know. I mean, I feel like every Capcom Cup, like, it never quite turns out the way you'd expect it. There's always surprises and upsets. And I'm really not much into Street Fighter V these days anyway, but, you know, it's always fun to see, like, kind of high-stakes tournament stuff.
I'd love to see the rest of the place.
We don't have a lot of time.
Going down.
But it's also, I don't know, it's the whole LCQ thing is also, like, just ridiculous with... There's an added layer of kind of travesty to it when, like, literally last weekend,
Where is the kryptonite?
the Tekken World Tour finals happened and was super amazing, and the last chance qualifiers for that tournament was probably the highlight of that.
Presidential candidate, owner and founder of LexCorp Industries.
Very good.
But anyway,
Now, I'd like
look forward to tonight.
Corporation
Should be fun.
that serves as a cover for a variety of Luthor's criminal operations,
Okay.
involving smuggling, robbery, extortion, bribery.
Yeah, all right. That's enough.
Here, let me do it.
Security access verified.
That doesn't seem very secure. But hey, it's Lego, I guess.
How much time do we have before those pies go off?
5 minutes. Maybe that was 5 seconds. Run!
Maybe we should call for Superman.
Go ahead.
Hey, Superman!
See, we can't rely on anyone.
Highly inconspicuous. But yeah, like I think it's cool too with this. Obviously, it's a very jokey and goofy tone.
Hey guys. Sorry, it took me a
But
second.
like in the in the general gist of what's going on in the story, this could be like a pretty cool like Batman, Justice League, whatever kind of crossover thing. It's, it's a pretty cool story. Pretty cool stuff happening. Like it's a logical way for Lex and Joker to like be interacting and whatever. It's cool. So yeah, it makes sense. Like we started off with a little boss fight, but this is where the real kind of stage continues. And we got another stage where we can play as Superman as well. Just punch this thing. Right, because there we go. Superman can do this, right? Blink. Alright, there's a whole lot there, I guess, but... And the camera makes it a little difficult to... Oh, there we go. Just walk, it's a little easier. Do I need to, like... well, we'll figure it out. We'll see if I need to do stuff to get... I'm not sure if... Well, why don't we try it, find out, I guess. Alright, yeah, that's what I figured would happen. Kind of cool. Like, but even stuff like this with the like the crumbling walls and everything. Like, this stage just has a very unique feel to it that isn't. I mean, not more unique than any other stage, but like, yeah, each stage has its own kind of identity in a way that really was not the case in the first game. There's a lot to. Does a lot to make it just like, yeah, more engaging, more fun. All right, so Superman can freeze breath these flames, right? That's how this works. There we go. He builds super fast, right? I like that. It's actually pretty fun to use. I mean, obviously, it's like super overpowered, as it should be. Oh, okay, I thought it was going to build some stuff from there, but everything just fell. No, okay, never mind. There was a building thing there. My studs! Trying to see where this blue stud is, but there we go. It's funny that I'm so obsessed with collecting this when neither getting the superhero rank or just having the studs to spend really is going to make that much of a difference, because I'm not going to collect enough or play the game enough for any of it to really matter. But it's still satisfying to collect them. Just satisfying to fill up that bar. Oh, hello. I assume that Batman and Robin can make it up here. They're just choosing not to for whatever reason. Well, I'm going to need Robin up here, so I guess... Yeah, that controller's having to hold a button and like paint the cursor thing. It's It's a weird design that I'm not a huge fan of. It's weird kind of when everything else is kind of made to be so simple, but that is a little awkward. I mean, not the biggest deal in the world, of course. Alright, more studs. Aha, that suit. Okay, so how do we get these guys up here is the question. Break some stuff over there and, I don't know, have it fall down. Give him something to climb up on, I guess. Oh yeah, right, it's got the laser beam thing. See, like, when stuff explodes like that, that is just... I mean, that's pretty damn satisfying. Where's he even aiming? Not where I'm aiming. So there's this glowy, silvery stuff that the power suit can blow up. Can Superman blow that up too? Question. I mean, presumably not, because then what would be the point? Flight controls are like weirdly erratic. I don't know, collect some studs in the meantime. Aha, you can destroy it. Kind of thought you wouldn't be able to. But why not? Bruce Wayne can afford to buy new ones. Some stuff over here? Really? Okay, he made it up here. I'm not sure how. I didn't think he could, but sure, fine by me. He even changed suits, or maybe he respawned. I don't get it, but I'll take it. Alright, that was a little too short. There we go. And now we need some X-ray vision. Need to assemble a big bat logo. Man, this bat cave's pretty big. Check one here, I would imagine. Oh boy. I mean, obviously I can just fly, but I want to collect these studs. Oh, there's a suit or something over here. Ah, it's kind of cool with seeing everything below. Like, yeah, shit like this. There's like nothing at all like this in the first game. Alright, I'm gonna explode that. Here's a mag. Like, yeah, there's just like cool shit going on, but also, yeah, we can get a sense for some puzzly stuff that's gonna happen here pretty soon. I don't know what that robot dude is up to. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. I just need him out of the way so Robin can get over there. Like, yeah, the collision detection for the platforming and shit, it's just... Whew, it's not always great. I mean, it's kind of always not great, actually. It's just that... you get by a lot of the time because there's not that much precision necessary. But when it is, when it requires precision, then all of a sudden you're kind of fucked. Okay, so we are getting close to superhero status, which means that this is presumably the last section of the level. So let's make an effort to collect whatever we can. Yeah, so you also lose studs when you die, by the way. That's like the one penalty. You don't have limited lives or anything, but getting superhero status ostensibly requires you to not like complete stage deathless necessarily, but you'll have a harder time if you die a bunch. Alright, so Superman can melt that thing. Wait, hang on. Oh, it's just this. I thought of something else I could activate. Alright, let's just explode all this shit. Sure, why not? See a bunch of fires for Superman to put out. I'm not sure exactly what I'm supposed to need Robin for. Yeah, the magnet walking is not great for sure. Like, that's another example of, like, when you have to, like, get around corners, basically. Like, getting over ledges and up in the ceiling and shit. Like, it just does not work great. So I guess this is a big old robot dinosaur. Well, I guess it's a Lego dinosaur. I don't know if it's meant to be a robot. I should just get Superman. He'll blow this shit up way faster anyway. Yeah, there's just another magnet suit up there. Maybe, I guess we could have gotten here a number of different ways. Because, yeah, I just went to the left part, like out here, right? But maybe you could have gotten here from, yeah. Let's see. Let's do the Superman stuff first here. What's this good for? I mean, okay, I'll blow it up. Get a few more studs, I guess. Clearly something here. Oh shit, it's Alfred. What's up? Alright, we saved him, I guess. But yeah, like the collision detection in general, like with corners, like you can tell that the characters have kind of a slippery kind of collision sphere or whatever. Like you kind of slip off edges and stuff in a way that can be more than a little annoying, honestly. And again, for the most part, it's not really a hindrance, but when it is, like, it's so obvious that it's, yeah, a little annoying for sure. Distracted by that, really. Well, we'll see. I'll go all the way up in the corner here and see if there was anything here. For that, I'll just fly out of the room, I guess. So close. Okay. That's kind of weird. There we go. We're officially superheroes. Nice. We've officially made enough money to earn ourselves the title of superhero. That's how that works, right? Well, we got some collectibles. That doesn't really help us, but that's fine. In all this fucking around, we did find and save Alfred, so that's nice. What about these things? Can you, like... interact with them and make it over here or something? Alright, there's just stuff around here. I mean, this looks like an exit. Just gotta figure out how to get Batman and Robin over here. Well, Batman more precisely, because he has the power suit to blow up the silvery stuff. But Robin walked over. Oh, well, maybe Batman needs to take the right path. Well, okay, now he can get up here. No, that's not the right button. He can blow up this wall. Maybe there's a suit up here or something. Although I'm not sure what suit would help him here. 2 out of 3 Joker cards or whatever. Just blew one up before, I think, right? Or it did nothing. Or just punch it. Well, okay, let's backtrack and see if... Okay, sure. Whoa! Thanks. They're, yeah, okay. Because I think that shit's gonna break over there too anyway, so let's go take this path. Oh, this is kind of cool. It's funny, this is like something out of, I don't know, God of War or something. Not what I would expect of a Lego game. But it's cool. I mean, it's... game is doing more cool shit than I would have expected it to. Can I, like, climb this line or something? Can I blow these things up, maybe? Doesn't seem like it. It's quite clear I can't just jump there. Can I just walk over here, I guess? What? Once again, I appear to have vastly overthought this. Okay, sure, I'll take that. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, because I think I just walk over to that platform, right? Yeah, provided none of that shit just breaks. Of course. Yeah, I guess I still needed to... Well, actually, never mind. I was going to say, I think I still needed to go to the left part to get the... Actually, I still don't know what the purpose of that was, because Robin could have just walked this path too, right? I was going to say, assuming I can do that, but I guess I can't, so never mind then. How the fuck do I get over there? There's nothing more for Batman to do. Well, I guess we gotta see what Robin can do then. Man, I'm kind of confused. Because there's this room up here, too. It's, Can I throw a rope? No, as far as I know, there's nothing like that. Plus, there's not like any part where you have to like cooperate or like coordinate with multiple characters. It's usually like just a pair of switches or something. Pretty obvious. Okay, Superman can melt this thing. Whoops. Not the right button. Dang, that's like gold, right? It's not? What the heck? But even then, it's... Yeah, it's just gonna give Robin the suit he already has. There's like something I need to destroy to give us some Lego pieces to build something. It's like, I think... Yeah, he automatically starts flying when I drop down, so I don't think I can like walk on that fire escape. Alright, what about these things? Can I just break this shit? This thing. Well, I don't mean to punch Robin. He just... Game just does that for me. I mean... Yeah, it's... Okay, yeah, makes sense. I'm assuming I need to destroy these things in order to have something happen. This dinosaur, whatever. Like, I'm sure, as always, whenever I figure out the solution, it's going to be really simple, and I was just definitely overthinking things. Having said that, like, I still kind of enjoy the fact that you can at least kind of get stuck on stuff. Like, there is stuff to kind of figure out. Like I said, it's not always, like, super obviously immediately apparent. Okay, alright, so... Ah, never mind. Robin's not going to be able to get over there with the acrobat suit. No, back. Is there a... Batman changed suits? No, I don't think so. I mean, if Batman has the gliding suit, he could probably glide from the top right, right? So I was supposed to switch to that suit here, but now we already have that suit for some reason. So let me see if... Not exactly what I meant to do. I feel like I should have swapped from the gliding suit at that little station. So I wonder if it's kind of like bugged. Because Batman never actually made it up there himself. He just like spawned up there. With this suit already. So, I don't know, let's, I don't know if destroying these things are gonna do anything. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure, well, maybe I'm just misremembering. Maybe I did not have, maybe I had this suit coming in. That's perfectly plausible. But it's still, I'm still confused as to how Batman made it up. Because Robin used the acrobat suit to like flip up those things. Like, I definitely had the gliding suit at some point, but I don't remember if I had the gliding suit for this part. I want to say that I did because I wanted to like get... I needed to get the bomb. Like, obviously, there is a power suit up there. But if I had gotten to that power suit thing with the bat suit, then I would have... What is it? It's like locking onto something here. Like, if I had the bat suit and came up here and got the power suit here, then the bat suit would be here. So this could... But actually, that doesn't really change anything. Because if I could glide from here over to this platform, having the gliding suit here would not be of any help at all. So it actually doesn't change anything. See, I need the batsuit to destroy something in there, but that's like an optional collectible thing. So I guess we can take a closer look here. Yeah, we need a Riddler for that, whatever that is. I mean, the solution could be as simple as to just explore and try to break everything, and the solution might present itself. I would say it's more than likely that I'm making some assumptions that are not in fact accurate. That would not be terribly surprising. For example, I do that. Anything else that like I could destroy that might have... Look, this door right here has got that purple glow, which I don't know what that means exactly. So like getting up here... Oh wait, hang on. Is there anything for me to... This doesn't look right, does it? I don't know, maybe it's just... Everything is exploding here, who knows? Looks like these things. This thing is also not breakable. Can I drag something? Yeah, like using the magnet thing. I mean, those things are usually very clearly marked, but... I mean, we'll check... I mean, obviously, I don't have any better suggestions, so sure. We'll see. Because right now, Batman is, like, stuck back there again. I don't know how Batman got there in the first place. Hang on, I just noticed this. Okay, this is going to be a grapple point, but I guess it won't be until we've like activated the dinosaur. What's up, STS? Doesn't the door have a hook on it? Not sure which door you're referring to. On this side? Yeah, it's one of those things. Right. Thanks. Okay. So, the question is here, is this going to make an actual difference? Because now we got this suit. Okay, but, alright, destroying that thing is probably going to do something with that line. It's probably going to allow Batman to get over. So this is probably what we need to do. But yeah, again, I got confused because the pulley thing looked like, to me, like a golden Batman can, or Superman can destroy this thing. But when Superman couldn't destroy it with his eye laser, I didn't put two and two together that it's a grapple thing. I understand and it makes sense that there's some stuff that Superman can't do, but you just kind of get used to him being able to do everything. That when something like that shows up, you get kind of, yeah, exactly. Then, and then we can build a zip line. So now that I've dropped down Batman again, how the fuck do I get him back up here? How the fuck do I get up? Because he can't grapple to that stuff. Because I was playing as Superman. And then Batman was just there. Like I was fucking around here. And then Batman was just standing here. The only thing I can possibly think of is... because I don't know how Robin got up here either. The first time we got up that swinging pole thing, this shit broke down. And then I just flew up here with Superman. Alright, it's a little tedious, but... I fucking guess we're gonna have to go back and see... I mean, if I die here... I'll just start... where I was. Oh shit, I saw something spawn. I thought it was maybe Batman dropping in, but no. Alright, so what if I... He's up here. Okay, I didn't even realize. There we go. I was gonna say, but what if I like jump and warp him up there mid-fall or something? This is fucking bizarre. Like, so are you meant to just have Batman off screen for a while and then he just shows up there? I've never seen something like that. I still don't understand how anyone but Superman is meant to be able to get up here. But I mean, I'll take it. There we go. So was there something to destroy up there too? No, I don't think so. Alright, we're gonna like fucking unleash this dinosaur now. No, I'm trying to build. There we go. Oh, fuck's sake. Robin needs to... Yeah, we need an acrobat suit. Oh, wait. How do I get back here with the acrobat suit? Oh, he can zip wire. Zip wire? Zip line? This is, I mean, it's still a cool level, but this particular room, holy shit, the amount of busy work, backtracking, going back and forth these annoying little ledges and Magna walk things. It's like not great. Like it's cool, but it's a little annoying. Still, we're just about done here, I reckon. So. The worst parts, we can't see the thing they want you to do. Yeah, like it's... I previously kind of praised this game for the fact that it's not so immediately obvious what you're supposed to do all the time. But mostly in context of the suits having multiple abilities and stuff. So, like, in the first Lego Batman, it's very much like... Because each suit or character has, like, one very specific thing... here there's a little more like variety in that, with more stuff to do. So like it just at any given time there's a kind of bigger space of possibilities. So it's not really that things are made more complicated or convoluted. It's more that just in general things are more there's more sort of to it, I guess. But yeah, like it's with anything, I think, when it's like stuff being obtuse or difficult to figure out can be appealing, and it can be nice other times to have stuff really kind of served to you. I think the problem arises when you establish one thing and then you get kind of the other. Like when you have a game that is pretty inviting and not terribly complicated, and you feel like it's pretty clear where you're meant to do, and the challenge of the game like isn't meant to be trying to decipher the game's like what the game wants from you, but when you're suddenly having to do that, then that can be a frustrating thing. Just like if you have a puzzle game where the appeal, like where the challenge, where the engagement comes from figuring shit out, and then having everything told to you, like that can be kind of equally frustrating. But there we go.
Nice job.
Art is always better if it's bigger.
I like the Wayne Manor is bat logo
Isn't
shaped.
that Bruce Wayne's mansion?
Bruce Wayne really despised that guy.
Hey, Batman, I think I fixed the whirly bat.
That doesn't look terribly safe.
I'm gonna go work on the Batboat now.
Why didn't you tell me Luthor was involved?
I was handling it.
Yeah, looks like you had it all under control. Look, I'll hang around and give you a hand. Remember, I can do anything.
You know what was in there?
What?
Kryptonite.
That's what they wanted the whole time. Must be what powers that deconstructing device. I picked up kryptonite on the Batmobile scanner.
Now they can neutralize your gadgets and my powers. Question is, why? What are they up to?
I don't know, but we need to get that kryptonite.
We can take this to get there. Introducing the new flying Batboat.
You need a hand?
No, I'm good.
Like this shit is great. Yeah, and all that kind of weird difficulty spike stuff, it just stands out when, well, when it's spiking like that. It can be... Although in this particular case, I don't know if it was, like, the thing that made it... It was kind of a... It was compounded by the fact that it was confusing because I wasn't sure if, like, I was supposed to be able to be there with whatever character. It made me question whether things were what they were supposed to be. Then you have, like... the traversal aspect of going back and forth in that room being annoying and taking time. Like, all that shit kind of makes that... yeah, it just compounds the issue. But still, A cool stage for sure. Like we had the big armor truck stage and now the Batcave stage. Like, yeah, definitely each level having its own identity. I like it. I like it. The real Teximosis. Did I read that right? What's up? Hello, hello. Happy Saturday. Here for another low-key Lego Batman chill stream. Sky Chase. Okay, we're just getting right into another... Well, probably not. You get the, like, chapter introduction when you're in the open world. But the stage doesn't, like, start until you start it. But hey, now we're playing as Superman. Okay, I was just curious to see if this option would still be here. It still is. Oh yeah, so these are the gates where if we construct these by having enough of the golden bricks, we will be allowed to unlock something. Alright, so yeah, well, these show us where to go. Although, oh, okay, yeah, makes sense, we're right here. I was gonna say, once we're... Okay, I guess we are, if this is to be trusted, going around here. So, we should look for more of these, like, towers to... activate more of the map, I guess. I think we started at 7-something% complete and we're at 11, so we're making progress. Do I have a Japanese PC engine? I do. I do indeed. Nothing that's worrying me about it. I wouldn't say that I'm terribly knowledgeable. Okay, well, the Batcave is still here, I guess. I wouldn't say that I'm very knowledgeable about PC Engine stuff, but if you have a question, by all means, I'll answer to the best of my ability. I wonder if there's more I can do here now. Well, yeah, there should be, right, because there's like golden locks or something that Superman should be able to blow up. I guess we're just rebuilding all this stuff so we can explode it, I guess? Sure, why not? Sure what the deal is here, but I don't know why, but just like Superman's super speed building, it's just it puts a smile on my face every time. Alright, so I want to say, yeah, there's like a golden little padlock or something. Is that Robin over there? No, it's Alfred. He's just fucking running through the walls. Alright, peace out, Batman. There we go. So now we activate this. Now we can spawn the whirly bat. So yeah, you can spawn... Oh, okay, that makes sense. We can spawn flying vehicles there and road vehicles over there, and then boats and whatnot over here. I see. That makes sense. That makes sense. So if you wanted to go out in the open world on Batman's watercraft, is that the best they could come up with? Alright, so...
What can I do for you, sir?
Ah. Deconstructed. Oh, we don't have access to the Batmobile and shit, but we do have access to the vehicles that we unlocked. Alright, let's go with the pumpkin car. Superman's trademark pumpkin car. Let's go. Alright, so now that we've like unlocked Superman, I guess. Okay, I thought it was a gold thing, it's just a light. If we find... I can't speak. If we find... Oh my god, yeah, right, the turning is so fucked in this thing, right. If we find like gold stuff, we can dismantle it using Superman now. Good to know. Dude, the turning on this thing is fucking insane. Those red beams of light... Oh my god. It's probably better off just fucking flying. Whoa! Jesus Christ, sorry. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, let's see what this does. Oh shit. Alright, I'll rescue this guy, I guess. There you go, buddy. It gets very warm when I use it. Is that normal? Never see old consoles get warm. Yeah, I don't really know. I haven't used my PC Engine recently or frequently enough to really have a good grasp on that. But I would say, like, I don't know, you know, very warm is pretty subjective. I would say that I'm pretty sure at least some of my consoles, like, I don't know, my Mega Drive, I think also, like, it's not gonna be... What just happened? Did I just die by walking into the... No, okay, I fucking fast traveled. Shit. Right. But it's probably, I would assume that it's gonna be, like, warm to the touch, at least. I'm not sure. I don't know really enough or anything about electronics to tell you whether the difference of power supply would affect heat. Why do I... Okay, Superman flight just legit works completely differently. Yeah, you can't just like fly. Oh, this is weird. Also, we get fucking copyright content ID as soon as I try to fly. Let's stop this. There we go. Let's activate this and get some map updates instead. Dust events, maybe.
Zod is your master now.
But yeah, sorry, Texmos, I really don't have an answer for you. I'm not knowledgeable enough to say either way.
What can I do for you, sir?
The pumpkin. I mean, there's some fun vehicles and shit. Zon, okay. So we're definitely gonna get some non-Batman villains. Oh damn. Okay, so I think this is this maybe where I don't know. We fast traveled from somewhere here, but we didn't have a map beacon thing there. So, is it probably this big circle? Yeah, that has to be the station, right? I can't really see where that was. So, the red beams of light from the sky, those are the like bad computer beacon things. It's bizarre that the fast travel thing isn't like properly shown on the map though. So let's fast travel again here. Right, fuck, I keep forgetting that the flight is... it doesn't work the same way in the free roam. Alright, let's take the... As established in the classic Famicom Superman game. Superman rides the subway. Hey! Nice. Hey, we got a gold brick for our trouble. Nice. I can't move. There we go. Oh, no, you don't. The only thing I hear is using the original power supply in the US is a bad idea because it start electrical fires. Yeah, I honestly, I'm just not equipped to answer those questions. Unfortunately, I'm very much a complete noob when it comes to that kind of stuff. Yeah, I must have activated this one before, right? Yeah, it wouldn't look like this.
What can I do for you, sir?
Or oh yeah, I probably went to the different one because I'm at like the north one. Yeah, and there's a central one. Okay, yeah, so let's just fast travel again. Do you have a choice of like direction? Or do you just, I guess so. Well, you have a choice of direction to blue or yellow. I'm not sure which is which. Let's try... I think I went on the right side every time, so let's go to the right side. No, this is south. I think. Is it not going to tell me? No, I guess we have to consult the map. Yep. Okay, well, let's... So if we look... Fuck, right. No, drop. How do I fucking land? Okay. So green must be north, blue is south, and yellow is central, then, I guess? Okay, good. Central. Now, oh, all right, here, it's right over there. I was gonna say, is there a red beam of light? There we go.
Remote tie-in active.
I mean, so far I've not had any fire hazards.
So
That's true.
this is Earth. Ugh. However can you stand it?
Did they get Mark Strong to do Sinestro's voice? It sounded like him, didn't it?
What can I do for you, sir?
So I wonder if like the North Island is the only one that has actual Batman characters, and it's just gonna be fucking DC villains all the way over here. Anyway, we've done a tiny bit of exploring here. Why don't we maybe see if we can't, well, like make our way to the next mission, but maybe if we get sidetracked with some stuff along the way. Actually, let's... No, I was gonna say, let's get a car. I don't want the fucking pumpkin car. Maybe we, actually... maybe we should find other cars to unlock. Is this a... That doesn't look like a car. But, okay, let's... Oh, the cursor just snaps like crazy. Oh, right, I forget. The white dots are the stages. Right, of course. I think. Are they not? No, maybe... No, no, they're not. They're the... No, I think they are actually the beacons. I guess the stages don't appear... Whatever, this gets a little confusing. Oh, I'm trying to set like a marker, but it keeps like snapping. There we go. Did I just remove the marker? Troy Baker? I mean, makes sense. He probably does like 16 voices in this game. Imagine output voltage for the PSU to the console will be the same. Yeah, I would assume it's more like something to do with how it draws power from your wall socket, I guess. Like, keep in mind, I know fuck all about this shit, but... Because I'm using... I mean, I'm in Europe, so... It's all totally different. But I don't own an original power supply. I have a... like a third-party European-style socket that works with my Super Famicom, my Mega Drive 2, and my... No, the Mega Drive 2 has a different one, I think, actually. But I think it's the same for the Super Famicom and the PC Engine. I think it's, yeah, if the Mega Drive 1 uses the same plug, and you can use the same PSU. Where am I going again? Yeah, the marker disappeared. All right. Place. Okay. So now I have a marker there. Right, I got a little radar on the top right. I forgot. That's the thing. I hate that there's no compass. There's no like directions. It doesn't tell me which way is north or south or whatever. And that really sucks. All right, let's help this guy. Boom, there we go. Get a little golden piece. He's all happy now. Well, we found this drill truck thing, which was not what I was looking for, but we'll take it, I guess. We'll see what it costs, because I think you basically just walk up to it. Yeah, Bane's Mole Machine. Well, it costs a fucking million, so no, we're not getting that. But that means that the other thing is basically, yeah, the exclamation mark right there. Well, we'll just keep an eye out for more of these guys on fire hydrants, I guess. Might as well save those. Get some more golden bricks. Right, and you see those little Gradius beams. I think those, like on the top left there, the blue circles, I think those indicate Bat Computer beacons. Not sure. It's over here somewhere. There's a blue beam. Oh yeah, that's, is that the Killer Croc fight, maybe? Forget. So it should be around this building or something. Let me just double check here. No, it's okay. The blue ones are for like activated computers, I guess. I'm assuming that this vehicle is on the ground level at least. It's probably behind this door. Huh. Or am I like... Oh, boy. Oh, okay. Shit, I'm starting to learn the flight controls here. But I don't want to fly. I don't want to hear that music. It's cool, but I'm trying to stream here. Oh, shit. The Batman... The suit is fucking right here. Okay, so let's get invisible here. See if by any chance... Well, I guess what I was looking for in the map, I wasn't even sure if it was a car. It appeared similar to vehicles. But that doesn't mean much. But since we're already up here, we might as well see this through and see where it takes us or what it gives us. More than likely, it's just a golden brick, but we'll take that, I guess. Man, constantly hearing those dudes screaming for help gets a little obnoxious. Alright. X-ray vision. Thing there, and a button. More climbing. Oh boy, the camera. That doesn't... Maybe not. I was gonna say that looks like the thing on the... Yeah, never mind. Yep, okay, well, we got a gold piece. Or gold brick. 10% brick completion. Oh boy. Okay, well... Let's just swap over the bat... Or, Superman, rather. Well, we can get another brick over here and shut this guy up. We're going stone there. Yeah, we're not 100%ing this. In fact, I'm more likely to try and see how low a percentage I can complete this in. I mean, not deliberately, of course, but I'm not going to be aiming for really more than I have to. So yeah, I guess these little ghost studs appear as kind of this GPS kind of tracking thing to show you where to go. But it's kind of subtle, like it's not really obvious that that's the case. I don't think the game ever tells you, at least explicitly. Oh. Just notice, see there's like a red beam. Well, it looks like it's up there. Oh, the camera. No, it's definitely not. You can see it going down the floor. It's like, oh, like the vehicle controls in this game, it's just shocking. Alright, let's... Gotham Beach. Nope, just stop! Alright, we're going for a swim. Alright, activate the computer. Remote terminals. What? Okay, let me beat up these guys. Okay, so if I had come here before... Alright, so yeah, it makes sense. This is like a boat station. For whatever reason, you're not allowed to use boats until we've reached this part of the game. But there we go. And I wonder if that should trigger another boss, right? Bane. Okay, sick.
Whatever you build, I will break.
I do wonder if they just forgot to mention... Yeah, it's a little weird, like... because of the more open-ended nature of this game, like, it's a little funny how... I don't think they quite nailed, you know, that part of making sure you get enough information. Certain things, I mean, it definitely, you know, giving the player more choice certainly introduces challenges in, oh well, he's right here, in giving the player enough information. So transitioning to this kind of more open-ended gameplay, yeah, it might take a little bit of work, a few
Whatever
attempts
you build, I will break.
to get that stuff really nailed down. Yeah, so these little boss fights, for the most part, are like extremely trivial. Alright, I accidentally blew up Batman. That's fine. See, there we go. It's not terribly expensive. Let's get Bane. There we go. We've recruited him. Okay, so the stage, the bat symbol on the map, which I believe is supposed to indicate like where the stage is, seems to have been pretty close to here. I think that giant there, like fucking spaceship or whatever, yeah, it's right here. The question is, where do I go to get there? Well, we got these little ghost bits here. They seem to be leading down here, so... Am I supposed to get a boat? See, that's the thing, too. I'm not sure if they led me down here or if they were meant to lead me away from here. Let's try getting a boat and see if that does anything. Like, this part I don't enjoy at all. Like, having to... Because this isn't about, like, figuring out... this isn't really about like figuring out the solution to a puzzle. It's like trying to decipher what the game is trying, like what the game wants from me. Which isn't like quite as fun. Okay, there's a race, but also I guess we trigger the story mission. Like, that's weird.
And a weird kind of aircraft seen in the nearby sky. Wayne spokesman Alfred Pennyworth says they're just burning leaves, but visitors to Wayne Manor are being turned away, and tonight's planned reception in aid of the Gotham City Zoo has been canceled. With the city in the grip of a crime wave, even the animals can't catch a break.
All right, we're giving chase in our boat, I guess. Maybe it didn't matter. Maybe flying would have worked, just getting roughly in like the vicinity of that ship. But yeah, the triggers for like these missions are routinely a little confusing, I must say. These, you know, even if they're kind of turret section-y, this place, I'm going to call this a vehicle section because it plays just like the vehicle sections before. They're way better than the vehicle stages in the first game. Those were really not great. This one's actually kind of cool. Maybe not the most like riveting, but I mean this is kind of like Superman specific gameplay. Every time I'm supposed to say Superman, I say Batman for whatever reason. There we go. Okay, let's get back to business here. I guess I can move around a little bit. It doesn't feel like it, but. Alright, got the down there. Is there... Can I legit just like fly over here? Not really. Oh, okay. Thanks for breaking that part too. There we go. Now we're going to the next section. This is cool though. I'm enjoying this. That was like a yeah, bonus thing. Like, it's weird to see if, like, you're even hitting. If you're getting hit, that's, like, even more confusing. Especially since, like, it doesn't... I mean, I kind of move around. Like, the Superman moves around a little bit when I move the reticle, but it doesn't really feel like you're in control. And it doesn't seem like your life bar... I mean, I'm Superman, I guess, but... Getting hit doesn't really seem to make any difference. It's somewhat confusing. Still kind of cool though. Like, I'm impressed with how genuinely cool a lot of the stuff in this game is. Like, I really feel much more so than in the first game that if this had been like the same premise, the same levels, basically, like the setting of them and how they're presented and like location and the just the visuals of the environment and everything. Like, if all of this had been like not Lego but just like, you know, comic booky stuff like this, it could still have been a legitimately cool game. Not to say they don't make use of the Lego stuff, but like I think it's a compliment basically that so much. Nothing really feels like it's dragged down, I guess, or like simplified or made lesser by the fact that it's Lego, and like it's definitely still like a full-fledged, well, Batman, but also like DC Justice League kind of game, which is pretty cool. That aspect is something that I hadn't really seen, I guess, in the little I've played of older Lego games. And still, the games are samey. It gets a little repetitive. They wear out their welcome, especially if you play a whole bunch of them. So it's not like I'm maybe gonna, you know, put the whatever 3 or 4 Lego games I probably have in my various console and Steam libraries at the top of my backlog. But it does make me a little curious. I'm pretty sure I have one of the like the Marvel ones. I can't believe Batman's fucking dead. Alright. There we go. Let's collect some stuff here. Batman can deal with that shit. Hopefully, him dying isn't gonna completely deplete my... What the heck? Just like despawn? Well, I guess I needed to go here, fly anyway. Punch off some loose parts. But like, yeah, this shit is kind of cool. Man, I'm like a fucking broken record. I feel like I say every 5 seconds that shit is like kind of cool. Oh, it's the checkpoint thing. Oh wait, there's... Didn't I thought I destroyed this. I was like, hey, I destroyed all of them. Why is there this thing still up there? But I didn't. Some of those like transition stuff, like when you go in and out of cutscenes, get really fucking weird too. Speaking of like stuff that's a little sloppy and weird. I just realized, by the way, I meant to pause and take a break right as we got into this stage. I just got carried away. I didn't... There was a cutscene and then the flight shit started and it got exciting. But I should take a quick break. I've been playing for like a few hours already. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes and we'll continue on this pretty cool stage. I'll be right back in just a little bit. Alright. I have returned. And I'm ready to go. Let's pause the music. Bring the game back up. And hope for the best. Resume my timer over here. Again, for those who joined. For some reason, this game, the PC version is wreaking havoc on my timer program. So I'm just using my stopwatch on my phone. For ghetto timing purposes. Alright, there we go. Let's resume. No, okay. I guess Batman has to pull down this little thing. Now what? Can I batarang this guy now? I guess so. Sure, I'll take it. Oh, thanks. Camera angle, really helping out. Alright, I'm going to need the Electro suit, I'm sure. Obviously, Superman can take care of some X-ray investigation needs, but let's punch some stuff first. Already, yeah, we got the chase seekers and everything, so we already got a pretty good progress on the studs towards the superhero rank. So hopefully that'll turn out fine. Like, I like the idea of this thing, but it's usually very, like, these things, I think the X-ray stuff, like, they could stand to be a little more puzzle. Like, a lot of the time it's, you just, like, yeah, just interact with everything you find and you're done. But I guess they want to keep it simple. Electricity suit, there we go. Let's suck up some juice over here. And, I don't know, deposit it somewhere else, but let's break some stuff first. I mean, this shit is always going to be pretty satisfying in these games. Oh, didn't even build something over there. I didn't realize. Switch. Yeah. But we should probably do this first. I mean, I don't know what it does, but actually that's probably where we're going, what we're doing. So maybe let's pull the switch and see what it does. Or, yeah, this just gives us one of these. Well, okay. Eventually, there we go. Oh, what's going on over here? I guess it's just the elevator switch, whatever. Alright. Oh, okay. Yes, Superman, can you take a hint? No, I guess I'll have to do it manually. There we go. Let's fly around and collect some stuff. Aha! Well, that's probably going to be... Maybe that's what that gold thing would do. Although it looks like that's where we're supposed to. Well, one thing at a time. Lala Lobster, what's up? Howdy, howdy. Hope you're having a swell Saturday. Superman looks kind of fun. Yeah, I like playing as Superman. It's definitely pretty fun. He's got a lot of different like abilities. Oh, well, he's weak to kryptonite though. That makes sense. Oh yeah, these are all just bits of kryptonite. So I guess we're gonna open up all this and then probably build a big old lid for this or something. Yeah. It's pretty cute. I was gonna say this doesn't matter then, I guess, but no, he runs fucking straight into it. Alright, let's get some studs. I was thinking about it too, by the way, like in terms of finding the fun in these games and, you know, what they can do to kind of not wear out their welcome. I don't know. Like I said, the first game I thought was kind of... Oh, it's one of these. There was just so little to it. Like one mission did not really distinguish itself from the next. The way the level structure was set up also had it so that you kind of did a whole bunch of stages in the same environment before moving on to something else. So you really was kind of stuck doing the same thing in the same place for quite a long time, which just was not great. And this game has like much more variety in the stages, both visually, both like in different, they're set in different locations. The level layout, like just the geography of the layout is very different. You have stuff where you're like riding on a vehicle, or you're in a air chase, or you're in the Batcave, or like the layout and shapes and everything is so different from mission to mission. Alright, this is kind of cute. Can I actually like, do anything with this? Can I? Oh yeah, okay. Hell yeah. So there's like already changes there that I think make this game just more fun than the first one. Less kind of like the main appeal I think of the first game is the novelty of the concept. But once that wears off, like it's okay. It's never really bad, but there's not a lot else to kind of pick up the steam and make things more exciting from that point. By comparison, I think there's more stuff to create engagement and like seeing new stuff, like every new mission bringing its own flavor to the experience in a way that just was not the case in the first game. And one thing I thought about just like actually during the break is that like I would be probably, I mean certainly for this kind of for the stream project, whatever, I'm gonna focus on completing the game. I'll do a little side stuff here and there, but mostly kind of on the way to whatever main story mission, etc. But you have, you know, the missions, and they themselves are pretty fun. Can I? No, I can't target. I have to. But it's an interesting dynamic, I think, to have these. Dude, aiming this shit is like the worst. Can I like hold it? No. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to like hit anything with this. Mash it, I guess. Because like comparing this to not just like Lego Batman 1 and how that it's kind of dull and repetitive by its nature, even like not replaying stuff, it ends up being a little dull. But doubly so if you were to redo all the missions to like to get higher completion rates and everything. But also comparing it, like adding this kind of open world aspect to this game, suddenly I feel like you can compare it to something like the Arkham games where you have the main storyline and you play through it, but if you want to stay with the game, if you want to gain more completion, etc., you kind of have to, you're stuck in this fairly static world that doesn't change much, and it just is what it is, and you walk around and find the stuff to interact with to get the, you know, whatever collectibles or whatever else you have left to do. But by comparison, a game like this, like, it's pretty cool how if you finish the game, if you focus on the story missions and then start to like replay the game, or, you know, once you're done with the story, hey, let's go for completeness, you have both the open world, you know, trinket collecting, the same kind of busy work for a completion percentage as you would in a typical open world game. But you also have, you know, a big component of it is actually replaying these stages, which will still have their own like internal pacing, right? So if I complete an Arkham game or whatever other type of open world game, it's gonna be, I don't know, there's a limit to how fun it's gonna be probably to like go back and try to complete everything. And a large part of why that is kind of boring is because whenever you have a huge open map with just, you know, icons on a map for activities, there's no like structure, there's no pacing to it. You just kind of, you know, you go around, do whatever, and it's typically very small, isolated. Right, I'm not supposed to break those, I get it. They're very like isolated activities. There's no like sort of meta pacing or progression or whatever you'd call it. Whereas these stages every stage is its own microcosm, its own like design from beginning to end, and is kind of fun in its own way. And especially, you know, if you play it with different characters, I guess you'd have a different experience as well. So like, you get, like, if you replay the main game, or like when you play the game for the first time rather, you have this progression of all these missions, and interspersed whenever you kind of, you know, if you feel like it, you can sort of sidetrack yourself a little bit with... Let's stand directly behind this. That's probably a good idea. You can, like, you know, instead of just doing all the missions in rapid succession, you can sort of distract yourself with doing a little bit of exploring and collecting and stuff. But then also, once you've beaten the game, in order to get all the completion stuff, like, it's not just this empty city to, you know, filled with small, tedious tasks with no structure. You know, if you do that because you want to complete it, you'll do it, but you'll probably be a little bored with it. But you can intersperse that with, like, replaying the actual stages, which, yeah, sure, they're probably going to be the most fun the first time you play them. But replaying a stage like this, I imagine, is still going to be a lot more fun and engaging than just this aimless, sprawling, you know, collection of these menial tasks in the open world. And I don't know, it just got me thinking, like, it's an interesting kind of structure. Like, it's I think there is something to... because, like, if you look at a game like, you know, one of the Arkham games, yeah, you might enjoy redoing stuff to, like, collect whatever, revisiting locations, etc., etc. But it's never going to be as fun as when you get to these places the first time and there's an actual designed sort of progression and challenge and whatever else. So I think it's an interesting... I can't, off the top of my head, think of many examples, although I guess it's the template that the LEGO games follow these days, but games where you have this kind of... You kind of have both sides of it, right? Like, you have the stages. You have actual levels, linear levels that you play through, and you can, or in some cases maybe have to play through them multiple times to get everything, whatever. And you also have this kind of exploratory open world aspect. And I think by combining them, I mean, I don't know, I wouldn't feel confident saying either way here and now. I don't know if this game, like, nails that combination necessarily. But I think there's, if nothing else, definitely a lot of potential for, like, getting kind of the best of both worlds, or, like, avoiding a lot of the inherent weaknesses of an open world structure, which I think, generally speaking, I'm not a big fan of open world or, like, non-linear games, action games at least, because I feel like it typically it weakens, like, the pacing and the rhythm and just the direction of the game. I feel like is kind of inherently made weaker by that structure. But by having these kind of linear action game segments as part of it, and making the, like, completion of the game, like, evolving and redoing those parts, I don't know, I think it's an interesting idea. Alright, so Batman can destroy the glass ceiling. So is this like a... how do I smash here, I guess? There we go. So can I... Yeah, that lady up there, can I rescue her by... I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with her. No, I don't... God damn it. Controls are a little finicky. Maybe I just need to fire more rapidly. It's, like, not hitting. There we go. There we go. So before I break this glass, which presumably will trigger the cutscene that ends the level. Okay. Yeah, I don't really get what I'm supposed to do to rescue, because this has to be like the citizen in peril, right? Ah, god damn it. Well, I've already gotten this repair, right? So it's alright. Oh well. Yeah, there we go.
Not the way I like to travel.
Come on, cheer up, sourpuss.
Not cool.
That was pretty funny. So yeah, I saw the stage was called Destination Metropolis. Are we legit actually going to Metropolis? And it's like a Metropolis map? Surely that's not going to be the case. I mean, we can have a level or something, but like an actual other hub world, that seems very unlikely. Given that the hub world actually seems pretty big. And you know what? It's funny, I just made the connection. Structurally, you know, what this reminds me of is actually Sonic Adventure. You wouldn't really describe it as an open world with the modern connotations. But that game also has this kind of free-roaming hub world from which you access all the different individual stages. But there's a lot of things that I think that game does not do as well as this in terms of structure, but
Let's shut it down.
there are examples, I guess, of that kind of approach.
Okay, did not need to turn off all the lights.
There we go. Okay. Hey, relax, Superman. Oh, fuck, I should talk over this so we don't get muted. Well, this VOD is, like, destined to get muted all over the place anyway, so I think there's... I don't know how much there's to do about that. Yeah, like those, the collectible, like the minifig, whatever, like the vehicle. I don't know, I guess if you collect all 10, you unlock something or other. I don't think I unlocked all 10 for... Well, no, I wouldn't have unlocked all 10 for a single stage in either game because they genuinely require you... Generally, I should say, require you to go back with different characters and stuff and replay the level multiple times, and I didn't replay any level multiple times. So I'm not really sure what it actually gives you. Whether it's vehicles or just bragging rights, I don't know. Yeah, we're back here. Makes sense. So I guess that's Metropolis over there? That's what's being implied here? Alright. I actually do have a pretty good vantage point here. So all these red beams, I believe, are... Yeah, bad computer stations. Yeah, and it's weird. So right now, because we're not standing in the street, we also don't see any, like, ghost studs to show us exactly where to go. Oh, boy. Oh, fucking camera. No, I'm trying to... flying is kind of the worst in this game. I'm trying to turn around. Like, handling is, like, genuinely pretty good in the stages, but for whatever fucking reason, like, in the free-roaming open world, whatever, the flight is just, like, the worst. Let's do this, and, let's... If I can. So you press the jump button to fly forward, but, it's like... It's somehow even more unwieldy than the fucking vehicles. I'm not sure if actually blowing up these things will do anything. Clearly that cage on the top has a golden brick in it. Like this is exploding into... whatchamacallits, studs. But I don't know if... I guess I'd have to collect them physically. Oh, this is infuriating. The controls are like it's. I can kind of see what they're going for, but it's like I'm so confused. I like don't understand how the controls are meant to work. Oh, let's get this and have it be over with. Jesus Christ. Ugh. You can't move while it's saving. There we go. Now we got to move. Alright. Let's not fly around as Superman to try to collect stuff, because that's going to get infuriating real quick. But we could get maybe some Bat Computer Station or two. Those two look really close to one another, actually. That seems almost weird. But we kind of want to go back to ground level anyway, so the game can start showing us where we're supposed to go. I mean, I like the idea. I'm like stressing over it because of the stream and everything. With the music, because as soon as it plays like all this like strictly copyright protected music and whatever, it's gonna mute the VOD. But the idea of the John Williams Superman theme starting to play every time you fly, that's pretty sick. Can't lie. Oh, is that Brainiac? Yeah.
Soon all worlds will be mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that's also Troy Baker, because that sounded pretty similar to Sinestro, with less of a British accent, I guess. So there was a station like right across the street, but I wonder if this is only for... Yeah, this is for flying vehicles, and there was a red light somewhere this direction, I think. Yeah, over there. So that's probably for a car. Might as well activate it, so we have it done.
Remote tie-in active.
Like, the map's kind of shit anyway, honestly, but we might as well uncover it. And we'll see if we see any more neat characters. In fact, yeah, we might have to do this to even see a lot of the characters who probably, you know, I'm sure there's some that aren't going to show up in the story. And just to keep track of who's actually in this game, we might have to do this. I mean, as far as like my record keeping of all these, you know, the villains showing up in each game, I would consult like an FAQ or something regardless, just to be sure. But I'd still need to see them.
What can I do for you, sir?
But let's... you know what? Actually, I should ask... Well, I was going to say I should ask for a vehicle. We're right in the same conundrum as we were, because I wanted to get a vehicle, but all I could get was the fucking garbage pumpkin car. Okay, we got a purple motorcycle. I'm going to guess that's probably like Batgirl's motorcycle or something. Oh, that's how that works. Okay, that's a little weird. So let's, because now if we call for vehicles, we just get this fucking pumpkin car or whatever, because the Batmobile is still destroyed, I guess. So let's go this way and see if we can purchase a motorcycle so we can have a decent vehicle. I mean, don't get me wrong, the pumpkin car is amazing. It's just fucking impossible to drive. I mean, it's hilarious and it's wonderful. I love it. Just not to actually use it. Okay, no, that's just a car. It's around behind this building, or it might be further away still. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Catwoman's motorbike. Okay, makes sense with the purple. Oh, I guess it's got a bit of a cat face shape to it. 150. Might as well. No, I'm trying to ride. Okay, there we go. That's cool. We get a little cutscene. I mean, I guess it's a bold assumption on my part here to say that this is going to handle any better than the pumpkin car. I mean, as long as it'll go in a straight line, it's usually fine. I'm not entirely sure where Batman is like wiggling his butt while he's driving this, but sure, I'll take it. Aha, so we need to unlock this door. We need Superman. I hate to admit it, but we need Superman. Now I've driven away from him, so now if I swap back, he's just gonna, like... Never mind, he warped over here. Sick. Thank you, Superman. Yeah, because the first gate to the central island, you need to have the power suit or the electrical suit, and here I guess you need Superman for the gold locks. It's just a Robin suit. Oh! Okay, hang on. As soon as you try to brake and or turn, like shit goes to. All right, so I just noticed there was a breakable thing, but yeah, it leads to climbing up. Yeah, I guess that's what most of the collectible stuff is. You just kind of go up rooftops. Okay, I don't have any beacons anywhere close to here, so I should be on the lookout for... Wow, okay, I guess we're going all the way up there. Well, maybe this is where Metropolis is, I guess, across the river. I don't know. I should keep an eye out for bad computer terminals. Like, you can look around, but only if you're completely still, basically. As soon as you start driving, like, the right stick doesn't, like, stops working, basically. Try to look. There we go. Go over there. It looks like it's pretty close. Around here, maybe? Or is it inside these? It's harder to see once you actually get closer. Oh, there we go. With this hospital. Usually whoever you unlock, the villain, is like thematically linked somehow. Haha. Okay.
You wanna know a secret?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it gonna be Hush? Because he's got like the bandages and shit. Yeah, there we go. There's Hush.
What can I do for you, sir?
This car, yeah. I actually kind of would like a flying vehicle here, but which seems like a funny thing to say when we got fucking Superman, but if you tried controlling Superman's flight, you'd understand. The trail just ends here? Is that it? I don't really get the ghost stud. Whatever, trying to tell you where to go. It just seems really... Consult the map again. Yeah, I guess that like the trail just ended here, like this corner. Is that meant to imply that I'm supposed to fly over there? I can find like where there's computer terminals, I guess. Well, let's just keep going. Yeah, I think this is going to the east, but I don't know. See if we find another... Yeah, there's one over there. See where I can perhaps... Oh my god, as soon as you try to brake. Jesus Christ. If we can maybe get a... Unlock some other flight. Either, I mean, unlocking a new vehicle, fine, but just finding a station where I can call for a helicopter or something would be probably useful. Hey, Catwoman.
What can I do for you, sir?
Alright, so let's see. Now that we have, like, you can only kind of ping for stuff within this area that's, like, visible. I guess a boat would work, too, if we're going out there. There is another red dot right next to us. So maybe...
What can I do
let's try to go up this building. There might be, like, a helipad on the roof or something. This is the police station, right? That would actually make sense. Or there's, Wait, what? What the? Okay, there's a little mini game here, I guess. I assume I'm meant to get something from doing this. Like weird controls. Or is this literally just like random time wasting nonsense? There's no like scoring or anything on screen at least. But hey, well, wait, what? Studs times 4? Oh, I think this is... Don't just... Oh, man. I can't move while it's saving, so I couldn't collect all those other studs. Alright, so hang on. We collected a red brick. Yeah. So, these are like... what do you call them? Modifiers, I guess? So, can we earn quadruple studs now? I guess so. I mean, well, yeah, it even says X4 over there. Cool. Alright, doesn't really matter, but sure, if I can get quadruple studs, I'm not gonna complain. Let's see. I've already lost track of where that, you okay there, Clark? I already lost track of where that other red beam was supposed to be on the map, so these fucking assholes can stop hassling us for 2 seconds. No, it's that the red dot was for the red brick, must have been, because we just got it. Okay, cool. So, okay. Guess there's so many fucking symbols on that little radar, none of which I understand what they represent. Pretty brave thugs there. See, like Superman and Batman just standing in the street, and they're all like, "Let's get him!" Like, yeah, sure, you'll punch out Superman. Sure, seems likely. Okay, so let's. Well, okay, there's a fucking giant UFO or some shit right above us, so that may be a hint. There's a giant thing you can climb up there. Let's see. This takes us, I guess, to that south border. Okay, there's a big old yellow beam. See if we can see where that... Can I squeeze past here? Well, kind of. Could, but to no avail. Oh! You just completely like slide out of control as soon as you tap the brake while you're trying to turn. I'm trying to see if like I can determine... Is that like a spotlight? Well... Is that someone in that ice block? Maybe I need to laser beam. Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say, you'd think that would melt the ice. Cool, I can't move or defend myself during the save, autosave here. That's so stupid. Like, why? I mean, yeah, if there's a limitation, like if you want to make sure to lock the player's movement while it's saving to avoid some weird bug or crash, that's totally cool. Like, that's not a problem. But the fact that everything else, like, if that's the case, then fucking pause the game. Don't just have... I mean, the enemy's wailing on you. It's like the peak stupid thing to happen. It's kind of funny, but even just having the world... Like, it makes it feel strange that you don't have control. Alright, so... It appears... And yeah, this is where the... Yeah, this is where the ghost pips led us. So I guess we are meant to climb up here and find that yellow beam. Spotlight, whatever it was. Oh! Okay, I was like, alright, I shouldn't press the jump button. Yeah, okay, you can just jump. Because I might fall down. Let me just hold left and see what happens. Then he fucking still jumps and... Oh my... Whoa. This shit sucks. It's like not fun and it's annoying and it's bad. What's over here? Okay, we need a...
One more thing, sir.
Oh, I need to be fully electro-charged. It's a little visually confusing because you would think that you are electro-charged when you do this, but no. You have to actually go plug yourself in. Like so. Yeah, so this is the thing. This is the spotlight, which is just... Okay. I guess this is not where I was meant to go, but since we're here, might as well... Or, I mean, might still be. Maybe just need to get up to this other roof, and then we'll have access to the next mission. It's a little annoying and kind of confusing that so often you're kind of messing around without a clear understanding of what your goal is or whether or not you're actually moving towards real progress or not. Wow, okay, the gliding is a little different here. What the? Okay. I wanted to see if I can, like, aim up or down, but pressing down just made him, like, do a 180 turn with a really wide arc. So, not really what I wanted there. Here we go. Stealth mode engaged. I feel like I fully expect to not get anything but a golden brick for my troubles here. There we go. So, I mean, like, that's fine, I guess, but what am I supposed to do? Clearly not this. Unless it's suddenly going to trigger a cutscene, but... I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just supposed to take a boat and or fly directly towards Metropolis or whatever. I mean, that's what started the previous stage, right? I just kind of got in a boat and started driving, and all of a sudden it was just a jump cut to a cinematic, and then we were in that thing. So, okay. Let's take a look at the map once more. There's a boat over here that I can unlock. It's probably my best bet. Yeah, I'll just follow. Yeah, it's kind of right at the end of this street anyway. Yeah, we got the motorbike right here. Nice, we're even color coordinated here. I got my purple suit. Alright, see you later, soups. So we're gonna go all the way over here, and yeah, because we kind of, yeah, we started kind of doubling back once we got to that point. That makes sense, right? Let me double check again here. Right, so if I can make a left here, yeah, that's, I went here and I went to the right. I didn't even really look in this direction. Yeah. Oh yeah, right. You gotta like take out those flowers. That's how that works. There we go. I don't mind doing this stuff when it's like directly in my way because... Oh, interesting. There's a computer thing there. Because having... No. Having those extra gold bricks can help if we're supposed to, like... I don't know. Unlocks... Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, it's a good railing, I guess. I can't jump over it. I mean, the map says that the boat thing is, like, right here, didn't it? I don't see it. It's literally supposed to be right here. Well, so much for that idea. Although, since we're already playing a Superman here, might as well just hop on over here. That's probably going to be a boat station here anyway, right? Or maybe not. Ah, let me... Fuck. Oh my... Ah! No, just let me... No! Ah! There's like a gigantic turn... Yeah, let's fucking switch to Batman. Thanks, that's easier. Alright, so if Superman... Like, you can't turn around. It's... Oh, I cannot believe how bad these controls are. It's like shocking. I tapped the button once and he goes up like 5 stories. Oh, it's like infuriating. It's shockingly bad controls. There we go.
Remote tie-in active.
Is it just me? Or is it really cold in here?
Is that like a... That's a kind of a different voice for Mr. Freeze. I mean, it's definitely not the animated series voice, or like...
What can I do?
It sounded closer to Arnold's Mr. Freeze, didn't it? Kind of weird. I mean, it's, I don't mind it. Alright, I should actually use the computer too. Whoops.
What can I do for you, sir?
What do we got? Robin's watercraft. Submarine. Let's go with Batman's watercraft. And, I mean, basically, yeah, we got... Let's head in that direction and see if... Now it's over here? For fuck's sake. Oh, it's like penguins. It's gonna be expensive, isn't it? Well, not too bad, but it's more than I'd like to spend for now. Fuck's sake. Well, let's try to head towards the bat symbol on the map. At least now I know that you are meant to follow those kind of ghost studs or whatever to get a basic guide of where to go. Like, this could just be absolutely nothing. Well, let's try to, like, because we'll hit the border of the map sooner or later anyway, right? So either this is where we need to go for the next stage, or it's the game is just going to stop us anyway. Might as well see if this works first. Is this a Bowser staircase situation here? Let me turn around. No, I'm getting further away. Okay.
There's frustration tonight at the ongoing mayhem in our streets. Notorious bad guys like the Riddler and the Joker are still at large, with the Gotham City Police Department apparently helpless. Presidential candidate Lex Luthor is due in town tomorrow when he'll hold a rally at City Hall. What message will he have for the hard-pressed people of Gotham? Will the city still be standing?
It's a little peculiar because it's not like it's not signaled that you know, it makes sense from the story. You have this giant beam of light. Like, you can't say that there's no signposting, but it's like the game makes up a different way to show you what you're supposed to do for every stage, which is a little...
Superman. He's Batman.
It's a little weird.
Are those last names?
Even his receptionist is evil.
Just one name each.
Like Madonna.
Oh, I see. You're down here. Mr. Luthor is expecting you. First elevator.
Evil reception.
Mr.
Alright, that's pretty good.
Luthor is expecting you.
Oh shit, it's like a full-on boss fight, I guess. Alright, you're gonna need a power suit. Eventually, at least. Get this thing. Why not? Oh, it's such a delight to be back in a stage where Superman flight is actually fun and good. Like, I understand that the controls would be a little different because just the traversal, everything is so different when you're in the open, like the hub world. Did he just fall on his stomach? All right. But it's still, the way it's different and how bad it is, it's still like kind of shocking. Okay, I thought this was like an X-ray wall, but maybe not. Yeah, normally I would have used the Robin hose thing to get rid of this stuff. Yeah, I probably can't do it. Oh. Oh, cool, the beam's just like reflected. Make this shit fall down, I guess. Ah, now we can build a suit. There we go. Take care of all this silver stuff. Is there something over here? Oh, I guess it was a statue. Well, might as well. Might as well destroy everything, you know? Oh yeah, and I guess, yeah, that makes sense. I didn't even realize, but yeah, the boss is one of those shiny silver things, so only Power Suit Batman can even hurt the boss. That would explain why Superman's eye beams bounced. No, studs. I wonder if the quadruple studs also contribute toward, like, quadrupling the collecting rate for superhero rating? That'd be nice, I guess. No, that's not where I aimed it. Fuck's sake. Too far away? I think I hit her. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any familiarity with the Lego games, so I have no idea if there's any, like, you know, patterns as to how things usually are or whatever. Like, that's not going to mean anything to me. But I recently unlocked the ability for, like, the 4X stud, whatever, and I would have assumed that that only affected the currency. But we literally, I mean, this is like the first room in the stage, right? And we're already at full, so that would kind of suggest to me that we are in fact getting quadruple. So this, yeah, okay, yeah, right, I can't get up there, that makes sense. Alright, it's gonna bounce until those hearts are red. That makes sense. Like the gray hearts mean invincible. I guess it's just gonna repeat a few more phases and eventually it's just gonna be all exhausted and then, yeah. But it takes like fucking 8 years to try to shoot those things, so good luck if you mistime it or if you stand next to something so you can't hit. God, it's dumb. Or if you spend 10 seconds respawning. Like, I hit it with like 3 of them while she was stunned, but they bounced off or just didn't land where they were supposed to for some reason. Like, this is pretty fucking annoying. This is like an otherwise pretty cool boss fight, but when shit just does not function. There we go, finally. Christ. It was cool, but very annoying when that shit didn't work. Ah, we had to like break that thing, and now we exposed the X-ray wall. Try to swap to Superman before I die, but no. Hey, is this like an actual puzzle thing we have to do? Well, it's not that complicated, but definitely more so than before. Aha. I just realized what time it is. I really gotta wrap things up pretty shortly. But we'll try to beat this stage, I think. Provided we don't get stuck on stuff. Stages haven't generally seemed to be super long, so... Switch or something? Nope, just some weird power cell. I don't know. What's going on there? Oh, dude, I thought these were just like people hanging out. I guess they were. Aha, no, it activated, it powered this switch. I see. Actually, I think what we're gonna do is this. Yeah, we might, because I'm not sure. Like, I'd hate to stop somewhere where I would have to give up progress or anything like that. So I think we're just gonna call it there. I wasn't intending to stream for super long today. Just squeezing a little more progress in this game, and as far as that goes, mission accomplished. Wow, this is weird. Not what I expected. I thought it would exit back to the menu. This is bizarre, but well, I guess there isn't really a menu per se. This, I don't know. It's still weird. There's a few things a little peculiar about how this game influenced the whole open world aspect. But anyway, we made some solid progress. We have actually. Let me check one thing before we leave. I'm trying to remember because I don't know how many stages we've completed. I think if you check the Batcave computer, you can see, yeah, there's like these numbers. So these are the stages. So 7 was the Batcave stage. 8 was the one, and 9 is the one we're currently on then. I believe I read somewhere that there's 15 missions. So that means that we've just... I don't know. I was going to say we've just barely gotten 2/3 through the way, but I guess half is maybe slightly more accurate. 60%, let's say. So we've still actually got pretty decent ways to go. Good to know. But yeah, that's going to be it for me today. I will probably not be streaming anymore this weekend. Well, it's already like Saturday night, so... but I am taking Monday off work because I'll need to sleep after staying up all night watching Capcom Cup. So it's possible, if I don't have a lot of other shit going on, that I might do a little streaming on Monday afternoon. It's possible. We'll see. But in any case, I'll see you guys around in the not too distant future, I would hope. Take care, everyone, and thank you very much for watching. Stick around, and I will see if anyone else is streaming and I can host them or whatever. I'm gonna go make some dinner and then watch some Street Fighter action. Capcom Cup. I guess the pre-show started just now and starts proper in like 45 minutes. So if you're into fighting games, that's probably interesting to watch. But if not, let me see if I can find someone else who could use a few extra viewers. Take care, everyone. Peace and bye.